Good morning, South Africa, and Happy New Year. And welcome to True State of the Nation, where we take an honest look at what is happening in our country. I don't think it would be an exaggeration to say that this year will be the year that determines the fate of our nation. Another win for the ANC in this year's election will signal the countdown to collapse, while a coalition between the ANC and other leftist parties like the EFF or the new MK party will only exaggerate the speed of the collapse. As the ANC tries desperately to hold on to power, we can expect a lot of race baiting in the lead up to the election. White people will be demonized and blamed for everything, and threats of a return to apartheid will be echoed endlessly by politicians who have nothing in their hand to play except the race card. And while we expect this underhanded and deceptive tactic from politicians, it was truly disappointing to see someone I held in high esteem reveal themselves as just another race hustler. I've always had great respect for our former public protector, Professor Thuli Madonsela, but her statements lately indicate that she's either lost her mind or is only now revealing her true nature as a race-baiting fraud. What really disappointed me was her response to the resignation of Harvard President Claudine Gay. While an event at an American university might seem irrelevant to South Africa, Madonsela's defense of Gay is very much in line with an ideology that is destroying our nation: identity politics. Claudine Gay, a black woman, was appointed as the president of Harvard, despite having a less than average academic career. To make matters worse, she has been exposed as a serial plagiarist, with even her doctoral dissertation containing segments of plagiarism. No reasonable person would suggest that an academic fraud should head up an academic institution. That is like suggesting that someone who didn't go to medical school should be the head surgeon of a hospital. If Claudine Gay were a white man, there would be no discussion about the issue. A white man would have been fired and his academic career would have been over. But Claudine Gay is a gay black woman, and so the issue has somehow turned from right and wrong to black and white. When Gay was finally forced to resign after more and more examples of her plagiarism were exposed, Professor Madonsela tweeted that it was a sad day and that Gay was an epic leader who bravely sacrificed to the South to save the institution. This is pure insanity and exposes Madonsela as someone who is willing to put her racial bias ahead of common sense and truth. This, in a nutshell, is what identity politics is: a bias towards identity that overrules merit and truth and ignores personal responsibility. Identity politics is nothing more than racism in disguise. It suggests that identity is the most important attribute of a person. It also suggests that identity is more important than actions. It doesn't matter that Gay is an academic fraud because she is black. In identity politics, there is no such thing as personal responsibility for certain groups. When the consequences of their actions result in unwanted outcomes, it's immediately blamed on the identity and not on their actions. Madonsela is claiming that Gay was treated unfairly because of her identity, which is nonsense. Gay was not forced to resign for being black or for being a woman, but because she committed plagiarism on multiple occasions. Students are expelled from Harvard for plagiarism, so how can the president of the university hold that position after committing so many acts of plagiarism? Madonsela is choosing to ignore the facts and focus only on identity, because in identity politics, the facts don't matter. Everything is simplified down to a matter of race. Apartheid was identity politics, and our current quotas, BEE, and affirmative action obsessions are the same thing. Identity politics has done nothing but harm South Africa, and if we don't move past it, it will destroy us. Identity politics has destroyed South Africa, not because it has helped black people advance, but because it has removed the burden of personal responsibility. When you are not held responsible for what you do, it really doesn't matter what you do. You can just blame your failures on another group. 2024 must be the year we reject racism in all its forms, including identity politics. If South Africa is to survive, we need to focus on merit, truth, and personal responsibility. But let me know in the comments what you think, and please like and subscribe, and let's get South Africa talking.